Hey family, how's it going? Well, as you know, if you've been following me, I've been a little quiet here over the past month or so as far as different businesses and online opportunities and things like that. Um, what happened was I was actually in classes. So, yeah, I went back to school. And, what I was looking for is um, a legitimate um, some type of program, business, or whatever investment opportunity that would beat the bank. Okay, if you're familiar with the banking system, you get about maybe 1% a year, if that. Um, in your average 401k, you only get like maybe 1% a month, if that. I wanted to beat that. And I wanted a way where you basically have full control of your money, which is a tough thing to do when you're talking about investments. And but I did it. I found something. I found something legitimate. Currently still taking classes on it, but I wanted to introduce to you how you could do the same thing. And I wanted to show you some pictures and proof of what's actually been going on with me here. Okay, so this is a site called Aperture. Now, this is not where the classes are located, but this is a website to show you the amount of money I invested. Now, in this particular investment, I can withdraw my money at any time. This is run by smart contracts, so technically I'm not giving my money away like, some of the past scams where, you give somebody your money to invest and then they run away with it. No, this is not the case. You can take your money out at any time. Again, run by smart contracts, meaning that there's nobody in charge. This is all software. Okay, this is investing in DeFi. So if you ever thought about, let's say, running your own bank, this is the closest that you would ever come to it without actually running your own brick and mortar bank. Now, I want to show you these figures because I'm pretty excited about this because, yeah, I haven't seen anything like it or anything that comes close when we're talking about legitimate investments. Okay, now take a look at this figure here showing 1424 right now, but I invested 4 days ago. I'm gonna go down, show you where's the log, activity log right here. Okay, you can see deposit. Now today is the 15th. You can see that I deposited 1407. Now we scroll and you see the date and time right here was 4 days ago, and that was at 1:49 a.m. And if I go down here, you can see the current time is 2:17 a.m. So just about, a few minutes ago, this makes 4 days. A few minutes ago, this makes 4 days. Okay, so when I scroll back up here, now you can see this change from 1407, but you don't have to worry about this number because the amount, the crypto that I invested, the value of that crypto went up a little. Okay, what you want to look at is right here because I'm earning money off of fees. Okay, so the 42.59 cents, $42.59. This is what I've earned over the last 4 days. Okay, now keep in mind what I said earlier. All right, that the average bank pays you about 1% per year or less. The average 401k pays you 1% a month or less. Okay, now let's do some figures. Okay, we want to see what percentage of 42 is of 1407, because I'm not going to use this number. We're going to use the number that I started out with. Okay, so I'm going to go over to a calculator site. Let's refresh here. Well, let me pause while that loads. Okay. Now, using the calculator site, what did I say? This is $42.59, I think it was, on Aperture. Okay, and we're going to use, let's see, we're going to find out the percentage. So we're going to say 1407 because that was the amount that I invested. Comes up with that number, and to find out the percentage, we're going to say times 100. Okay, so that is about 3%. So a little over 3% that I've earned so far. Now the daily, to find out the daily, because I've been in it for 4 days, we're going to divide that by, where's the division here? Divide that by 4 days. Okay, so 0.75% per day that I'm actually earning here in DeFi. And this is providing liquidity to liquidity pools. Now, there's other things you have to learn with liquidity pools, like impermanent loss and things like that. But that's what the class is for. That's a little bit too deep to get into here. Okay, so 0.75% per day. Again, let me remind you, 1% a year with the banks or less, 1% a month with 401ks or less. Okay, now let's take that figure. This is what I'm earning on average per day. So I'm going to multiply that times, let's say 30 days. What am I earning per month? I'm earning 22% per month investing in DeFi liquidity pools. Now that's going to fluctuate depending on the liquidity pool that you're in. Sometimes you have to get out of a liquidity pool into another one. Maybe it pays a little bit more, maybe it pays a little bit less. So it's gonna fluctuate. But point here is, again, I've been taking these classes for a little over a month, outside of the last 8 days or so where I've actually been on a cruise. But I've learned a lot, and it's really fascinating to me. This number I can actually earn, or I am actually earning these numbers right now on about a month or so in classes. Okay. Oh, and what I also wanted to do, because there's another feature on the site it shows you other things as well. I'm going to take that same percentage, that 0.75% per day, and multiply that times 365 and see what we get. That's 276% per year. That is really, as far as I'm concerned, unbeatable. And we go back to the Aperture site. There's some other features down here where it's going to show you projected the fee APR per year. Okay, so that's showing 220% per year. Oops, go here, right there. This figure right here. Again, that also pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, unbeatable. This is the projected amount here. Now, like I said, it's going to fluctuate. Sometimes you jump out of one liquidity pool into another. You're basically earning you're controlling your own money. You're maintaining your own money. This, again, is really like owning your own bank, because, all the different programs and things like that these banks are offering you, mutual funds, whatever. They're basically taking your money, earning a lot of money, and giving you pennies. And this way you have total control yourself. I'm going to leave a link for the actual classes. You can take the classes for free. There's a free version if you're already familiar with DeFi. It'll give you a good idea. I was kind of familiar with it myself, but I wanted to have a deeper dive into it. But if you do have a good understanding of DeFi, maybe the free course is enough for you and you won't have to spend anything else. If you want to do a deeper dive like I've done, because I wanted to make sure I didn't make any drastic mistakes with my money, you could actually pay for the course, $97 per month, stay in it however you like, or however long you like, or whatever. That's totally up to you. Or, you can have a one-on-one training with the owner himself. That's up to you as well. But I wanted to share this because I know a lot of people saying, or were asking me, what's going on? What are you doing now? You're still investing, things like that. So I wanted to share what I'm into here recently. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going back to anything else because, I found something legitimate. I'm really learning a lot over here about, managing money in DeFi. Yeah, so that's about all I got to say. More information on this, hey, just ask. Oh, and I did also is that you can be in however many liquidity pools. Um, you know, one, two, three, five. However many you can manage. But my opinion, find a good, maybe three or four liquidity pools. Jump in so that you are diversifying. Um, you know, my goal is, a minimum of 10% per month. You see, well, as you saw with this particular one, I'm actually doing a lot better than that. I think it was 22. I think I showed 22% per month right now. Um, my next investment will be into another liquidity pool, hoping to do the same thing. But like I said, my minimum is, trying to get at least 10, 15% per month. Okay. All right, guys, time to go to bed.